So it's a little bit windy up here. It's pretty cold today. I'm standing up here near the summit of Tincup. That's the road behind me. There's a little bit of a walking path you can see. That's where you would drive over. So obviously Tincup's still blocked right up here by the summit. There's no other snow in the road, just right here where it always hangs late season. So just up here doing a check, seeing what things look like. Maybe we can project out a date now when we might be able to dig this pass open, but we'll see what happens. I have to keep an eye on it for another week or so and see how much melting occurs, or whether or not we could attempt to dig at Tincup. So yeah, Mirror Lake's still super high on the Tincup side, and the St. Elmo side you can get up here almost to the summit. So I'm on the Hancock side now. I'm out here in the big meadow. It's a pretty good vantage point for the pass where the shelf road starts right up behind me there. And there's still a lot of snow on it. It is fully covered in some places. It's really hard to make out the road cut. We'll zoom in on it here in a moment. Kind of rainy today on this side too. Wasn't too bad when I was over there on Tincup, but yeah, you'll be able to get right to that big corner still. And where you come out of the trees, right where that shelf road starts. That's really where the snow starts. So that's where we're at over here. Hancock Lake, Pomeroy Lake, those are really close. And if they don't open naturally this week, myself and some of the crew members are camping in St. Elmo, around St. Elmo this weekend. We'll have those fully open by the end of the weekend too. So we're getting pretty close on stuff. Grizzly's already open. You already saw that several weeks ago. Antero, I don't have time to go all the way up there today, but judging by what I've seen here on elevation, the switchbacks will still be have some snow. Specifically, the very last switchback on Antero is the one that holds a lot of snow. And they'll probably be able to get all the way to like the Baldwin Lake parking area right there. Not all the way up into the basin below Mount Mama there. That'll still be covered in snow. But yeah, that's your update for the Buena Vista area for this weekend. You saw our post a couple days ago about Ptarmigan Lake, Mineral Basin above Cottonwood Lake. Those were both open right to treeline. So yeah, we're a lot of stuff. I mean, you can certainly drive up to the snow line on a lot of these and then turn around and come back. Probably at least 10 to 11 more days, 2 weeks on Tincup, and then we'll see what we can do. As I'm driving out of here, even though Hancock's not close to open yet, and Tomichi's quite a bit behind that, because I was over there on the Pitkin side last Friday, so about 5 days ago, doing some video work up on Alpine Tunnel. And that basin still has a ton of snow. But when Hancock does open, you may have seen some of our information we put out this week that there is a closure order in place for the West Alpine Tunnel Road. So Tomichi Pass is 888. You go over Hancock, you get to the intersection of Hancock and Tomichi. That's 888, that road. So 888 goes down towards the Alpine Tunnel, or you could go up and over Tomichi towards White Pine when it's open. That has 888 down where it meets 839, which is the Alpine Tunnel Road, the West Alpine Tunnel Road. That is under a closure order until the construction is finished for the Palisade rebuild and then the road rebuild. So while it might seem like a bummer that you can't go over Hancock Pass and then travel down the tunnel road into Pitkin, it's going to be a good thing, because we're finally getting the last piece of that project done to rebuild the Palisade and then redo the road, where everything will then be open. Once that's done, you'll be able to drive back up to the west side portal area up there. So just keep that in mind for this summer. So if you come to Colorado, or maybe you live here and you're planning on running Miners Loop, which is in any order, wherever you choose to start from, is Tincup, Cumberland, and Hancock Pass that form the huge loop, that will not be possible this summer until the work is done. Now they're shooting to be done by somewhere in mid-September. Maybe that happens, maybe they're done before, I don't know. But as soon as the work is done, the closure order will come off. So just keep that in mind for your summer plans, that the West Alpine Tunnel Road on the Pitkin side over there is closed for construction. Okay, so there were some concerns on Antero about this creek crossing getting blown out by heavy runoff. So we thought we'd drive up here, go through it 2 different times just to, make sure everything is okay. It's not a big deal. And this is from the other angle, so coming down so you can see it a little bit better. It's kind of rearranged things. There's some logs and stuff in the way and in the road, but the creek crossing's really no different than it was before. So any high clearance 4-wheel drive vehicle should be good.